How's it going, man?
How are you?
Hey, good. Yeah, I thought I'd do a Zoom because I think it's much easier for everybody to understand how powerful it is when you come to energies, right? Because the force
Yeah,
recognizes everything. Like you have an incredible light, which is force recognized, and it's powerful stuff when you look at it, you know?
yeah. I'm getting. Yeah, it's great. I mean, yeah, we're watching TV, so I figured I'd hop in and just hang out with everybody for a while. So yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
no, it's good though. First time, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
And
but
it's a good platform. We use it for the courses a lot, and
but
we
that's
take.
it. That's exactly what. Now's the time for everybody to get the videos out. You know, more community, right? Let's get rid of that fear, okay? Because there's a lot of things that are going on right now with all countries. They're coming
Yeah,
together, they're rallying, they're breaking free. You know, there's doing a lot of things that they should be doing in the first place. And this is going to formulate everything through its information systems, right? Very powerful stuff.
yeah,
So how
yeah,
does it
yeah.
feel? How does it feel with the fifth dimension of the five activations with the angelic realm of light activations in you?
It's actually it's really nice. I feel like I just feel permanent. Just it's a consistent increase. Like
Mm-hmm.
every day is just better and better and better. And I mean, I've had so many transformations. Like I commented the one, I've been meditating for 15 years. I've done
Yeah.
internal alchemy and the Qigongs and,
Yeah.
style Chai Tea,
Uh-huh.
Tai Chi, all of the stuff. And I saw the patterns and it was just
Yeah.
like, there's all these teachers, there's all these things to learn. It's like I'm spending money getting this, videos here and there. And it's just like, I don't think I need to do this anymore, and I'm catching on to something. So for
So
me,
you weren't catching on, is what you're saying. You were doing these meditations for 15 years, and you weren't voluming to anything, right?
no, I was just learning what they were teaching. Like, so I
So
did
they
the
were
internal
teaching, but were
alchemy.
they healing you?
Right. I was healing myself. I was just doing it through their adaptations and
That's the
adding to
gift.
my own
That's
self.
the gift that you have, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
I
basically,
can.
the teaching is just lessons that you can learn, but you do your own meditation. You do your own healing. That's
Yeah.
right. Because you,
Yep.
you become your own abundance of power because
Exactly.
power is everything,
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
I know it. Yep. And we've been doing pretty good now, 2 years of courses with people, and yeah. I want to get into this stuff. Just I love helping, man. That's what I've wanted to do since the second I got here. I was a baby in diapers, entertaining the kids around
Mm-hmm.
the block. Just being a silly goofball like I always am. So, and I can explain it. I got away. That's why I go so high up. I get all this info, and then it's like, all right, now how do I explain it all? So and I can if people talk with me, I can
You,
explain it to
you
them.
know
I
what I
just
noticed too is
yeah,
when you do live videos, you're different than when you talk in person, like right now, video conversing back and forth,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because you don't feel like uh, you're more together when we're just talking because we can just do whatever, right? But
yeah.
when you're doing live, it's like, okay, am I on? Am I ready? Am I
I'm,
ready to go? What
yeah,
am I going to do next? Am I doing this
right,
right? Am I doing this wrong? What
right,
was I
right,
saying? I can't remember. I don't know.
right. It's
Who's
fun,
next?
right?
You know, like that kind of thing. Like it's
Yeah,
just
yeah. And I love it because that's what I'm realizing is, my me doing that, it's all gonna come together. I like that people see that,
yeah,
and it's just because
yeah.
that's what I am. I don't want to say I'm human like everybody else, but that's the level where we can meet. So that's what I want
Mhm.
people to see, and I just want to
Yeah.
make it fun. I don't care because it's not about the message, or well, I mean, it's not about who's giving the message. It's not about, so as much as I know that there's a lot of people who are getting into the idea
Hmm.
of, this angel, that angel. So how do I talk to them? And I'm just like, I mean, it doesn't matter with the angels, it's, but it does, but I'm trying to, so I don't mind it all.
How are you with balance? Do you need more any help with that? Because I'm going to be doing a lot more Zoom lives now, right? Is it too
Yeah.
much energy or do you need more?
No, 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 no. I love energy. I'm that hypertension, like you said. I love that. But it's either too much for people, or it's or too hard to explain. So no, it's great. I love it. It's how I naturally am all the time.
Try
Crazy
having
and
a magnetic force and highway information system, buddy. It's extremely powerful.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
very hard because I've been doing martial arts since I was 4 years old,
yeah. Cool.
right? And I've done a lot of training. And the
Yeah,
thing is too is that when you formulate around spiritualism is everything to you, and that creates everything around you, and that's force recognize of who you really are. Okay.
Right.
Because meditation is not just spiritualism, it's connected to the physical and the mental and the psychological system.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to connect through those 4 elements, or you can't connect at all through alignments, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a very physical thing. That's why I teach people in the courses, because most people come in and they're just kind of starting out, or they have a little experience, and then they really get into, you know, what's this being feel like, or what's that feel like. And once people realize, like, you know, you got to start working out, you got to start, you know, it's getting over the fear, getting over the unstuck. You got to shake up your chi, you know, you got to.
Yeah.
So people are, that's why I talk about, I really want to do body work. I think is something in some level, because and like you were saying recently, makes sense. You know, that's where most people are at. They got to get formulated into their bodies. And I've done so much qigong,
It's the
fire,
alignment.
water.
It's the alignment. Okay. It's not the practical divisions that you're using, right? Okay. With
Mm-hmm.
anything that you learn in the past, you can advance yourself and understand meditation is not just healing. It's understanding everything, how it's all connected through the universal systems.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I
That's
know it.
the energy. It's the body
Yeah.
activations that you have to understand. So you can heal your circuitry levels through
Mm-hmm.
your vibration systems and know how to activate everything through your body systems.
That's what I'm starting to do. Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
in pieces, you know.
But
So
isn't it is intense though, right? Communicating more than one intelligence.
yes.
It's I got Metatron, you know, or I got
Yeah.
Megaworth. Megaworth. Have you ever heard of him?
Uh-uh.
Very powerful stuff. He's an energy
Cool.
source that's connected through your chakra system. He's connected through the pharaons. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the creators when it comes to the chakra system.
Okay. Right.
So when I created my own chakra system, which is called the body
Yeah.
simulator, you feel the energies, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
extremely powerful force, right?
It's like earlier when you were saying the love coming in, I was feeling
Yeah.
that. I was
The
feeling that too.
frequency, man.
I can do, like, I can give myself
It's
chills,
amazing. No, you got
like, at
amazing light,
will.
man. I see it. I
Always
see
been
the
able,
transformations. I see your energy.
I
It's
can,
connected.
I can disappear just like you do. I mean,
Yeah.
it's easy, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just really, for me, it's like I got it all of life. Saw it. I get it.
Mhm.
I get it. You know, got to junior high, saw everybody
Yeah.
start acting stupid. You know, like I
Yeah.
get it. But I want to
That's why I
help.
want to do Zoom, so I can help everybody. Anything they want to
Yeah,
be helped with, I can help you out, and I can formulate through your classes or anything that you need help with. I can
yeah.
formulate through your balance, right? Because
I
that's what
love
yin and yang is.
I love that. I love to work together. All of this is just a wonderful collaboration. All of us, all the beings I'm meeting,
But see, that's
multi-dimensional.
the thing. And now we got to get everybody in the galactic system to do their own videos. We
I
got to
know.
transfer all around the world. That's what we
I
got to
know.
do. We got to telegraph our energy systems, telecommunicate everything through the electronic interference.
That's what I want to do. I want to start. You know, so many things have come because so much energy. You know, so I'm really seeing what I can actually do and actually, you know, because I'm still salary. You know, and so I'm working and you know
Yeah.
whatever the case, and you know I got life here, whatever. You know, so I'm trying to see what I could do. I want to do courses, but I want to do body work. But I'm a blabber. You know, I love talking about. So I want to do podcasts and everything. So I want to get everybody going. So once it gets going, you know, if you want to come on, or you know, I'll get my teachers on, mentors and colleagues on, and I just want to start podcasting, putting us on Zoom, putting video. Like I just want to blow
Yeah.
it all wide
Yeah.
open. But for me, it's I don't care about the business of it, you know, but it
No.
does take work. But
Yeah. No, see, the
so
thing is, if we get a community together and we get the love of everything through its frequencies, it's going to spread around our energy fields. And that's
that's what I'm
what we want, right? Because we
right,
want to
right.
take away the fear, right? We want the freedom, you know?
Yes. Relying on each other. That's why I'm always saying, you know,
That's
because I know
exactly what it is. It's coming
right.
back as a family, you know?
Exactly.
Because everybody's connected through a line signal, you know?
Yep. Yeah, and that's the fun part. Like I said earlier, when I go around work, you know, because I'm a vendor, so I'm third party vendor for retail places.
Yeah.
I mentioned, so it's Walmart's, and they're just like right now they're crazy, and they're always crazy.
I
But
know.
I just walk around like I'm this bright light. But
Yeah. You know what? I understand, Michael. It's very hard for me to communicate with human vibration. I don't understand it, especially when you're extremely high in division. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
just, it's complicated. So you try to find that balance. You try to go back to that frequency level, right?
yeah.
And you try to use your rotation systems and understand everything that's going through its energetic patterns, you know?
Right. And having the the freedom and you know, to do so is what I think people need to understand, that, you know, they really can do. And that's what we talk about in the courses too, is, you know, no matter where you're at, you love unconditionally, you know. And
Yeah.
so it just makes it a lot easier that way. But
Well, no, that's exactly what it is, right?
yeah, yeah,
So,
because we're all people. That's what people say. You know, I was going to do a video about this kind of maybe this next time I hop on, but, you know, everybody gets that frustration where we're trying to. I might have just talked about that in the video where, you know, you get frustrated and you're like, why am I here? Why would I choose this? Why did I choose an alcoholic, you know, parent lifestyle? Or why did I choose this? And then you're like,
yeah,
I want to do that for me. But it's like, no,
yeah,
it's not. It's about so much more than
yeah.
that, you know. And it's just like, and it's a wonderful gift
Uh-huh.
for you to be here and to live that life and help in whatever way you can. So it's
Hmm.
really getting people, yeah, back on that love formation.
Yeah,
Or
that's exactly what it is, especially on
yeah,
Zoom, because we want to get everybody together. And I feel that we're more relaxed. We can be funny. We can be comical. We can be whatever we want, right?
yeah,
We want to voice our channels. That's what we want to do, is we want to bring back and break
right.
free of everything, you
Yeah,
know?
and we need to hear. They need to voice their channel. That's what people need.
That's what I'm saying. They got a
Yeah,
channel on their YouTube channels and
yeah,
not be
yeah.
afraid. Do it on your phone, you
That's the
know?
safest way too, because
It's
then
the
it's just
best way to
them.
do it because your
Just
voicing grids are connecting through space,
yeah, I know it.
you
Yep.
know?
Zoom's awesome though. I think you can hold a lot of people in here too.
Yeah.
So you can, yeah, that could be great. This can be
Yeah.
great. And
That's
that's
what
what
it
we do. You can
is.
record. You can record the videos too. You can send it to them. You know, after you record it or whatever. We
Yep.
post it on the wall. We're using Facebook right now, so
Hmm.
we make all
Yeah,
the.
recording is great because they like to just not see yourself. They like to see other people and they like to see the conversations because you're getting two different alignment systems to communicate align frequency level systems, right?
That's why I want to do the podcasts. Yep,
That's
because
exactly what it is. Because I've
when
seen
I'm
you
yeah,
work with other people and all that, right? And you're
yeah,
very presented. You got the comic relief, and that's what viewers like to see, you know?
yeah. I just want to
And you're
bring people
connecting through
on.
solar text too, which you're healing. You're healing people. That's
I
pretty
do a
incredible
lot. I
stuff,
do a
Michael.
lot. I used to do it when I was a kid, you know,
Yeah.
just texting, you know, girlfriends or something, you know what I mean? But I always used to be that type, you know, I can always explain it to anybody, you know, give me an
Hmm.
hour, I'll explain anything to you, you know, no matter what people been going through. And a lot of my past relationships too, you know, worries and stuff. And okay, you know, every so months, like, all right, let's
Yeah,
have the
that's
talk,
that's a
you
whole
know.
nother story. Okay.
Isn't it though? But see how to me it's all connected, you know, and it's my this desire to explain it to everyone. But a lot of times I go too far and they're not necessarily comfortable. And I
Yeah, but do
feel
you
like
feel like you left those timelines? Do you feel like you left the past and you're in the presence and you know the little bit more of the future? Or
I
you
feel like
still feel like
I
you're in the
am.
past, but you're not sure about the present?
No, 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 no. I know exactly what I'm doing, where I'm going, and why I'm doing it, and how to get there. I've always been. I have to get rid of the, you know, the life around me needs to be this way or that way, you know, because
Uh-huh.
you know, I try to manifest as much as I can, and no matter how much, I mean, that's the ultimate thing. I said in my last one, you know, no matter how much love I've been given to this world, you know, like I told you, my mom wants to throw me in an insane asylum, you know, and it's just like, no matter how much
Wow.
love you give, there's just certain things that just don't go. So that's been my most biggest frustration with life is wanting
Hmm.
to help, and either
Yeah.
people don't get it, or I can't explain, or even if they do, you know, like and that's what it used to be back in the days when you party or whatever, you know, I always used to be the guy, you know, the deep thinker at the end of the night, like, dude, you think of the stars though, you know, and be that guy. And so I get people on this level and bring them up, bring
Hmm.
them up, bring them up. But then once it was, you know, once it was back to normal life, and everybody just goes back to doing what they're doing. So I just got that repetitive, constant feedback that it's like no one else is really caring. I'm exhausted. And it's like, and I'm just done. I don't care anymore. Why am I, you know, so, and it doesn't mean I ever stopped caring truly,
Yeah.
but I just, you know, it's nice to now
Hmm.
have a platform and really just, you know, meeting everybody, just really realizing like, I've always known what the heck I'm talking about, but the fact that nobody else did, it's just discouraging, you know,
Yeah.
it's really,
So how are you
so,
different from where you met me at the very first time? How did you go through transformation when you went through my energy? What was your acceptance? What did you see different?
um, it's hard to say because I was doing the other courses too, like I've been doing all this stuff all at once,
Hmm.
But with you, it's just your vocabulary. And I've said it. It's formalized everything that I've always been talking about in a way that I can say it one way and understand it like all the way across the board, you know? So for me, it's like, it's just been high rising everything.
So
Like,
it's a
I don't
line
know.
frequency that you can understand more because it opens
Yes,
up your perceptions, right?
yes,
And
because
opens
I
up love cycles.
understand you.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Now I
don't
want to
understand.
know that because everybody's different through individual circuit population system. So it's
Yeah.
understanding their connection with the 3D dimension coming into the fifth dimension, into the fourth activation light system, which is the
Hmm.
density system, right?
Hmm.
So we're getting a lot of confusing line signals now, okay? Because everybody's trying to understand what's going on. Whoa, my mind, where is it? You know, it's not here,
Yeah.
it's not there. Where is it? You know, and the
Fourth
thing is,
dimension. Yeah.
it's just the fear. You know, that's the funny part.
Oh,
You
I
know,
know. That's what I swear. People just look at me like, why is he so happy? Why is he smiling? Like I can feel their stares, you know, just like, I'm not wearing
yeah, the
masks. I'm not wearing nothing, like I try. And then I go to him, I go, you know what? Never mind. I'll do this right now. I mean, if you want to know, I'll explain it, but I don't know how that's going to go. So. But it's nice to have the platform and really just get my voice out there. I've always wanted to do it, and I always knew it was me. It meant something to somebody.
Mhm.
But then it's like you too. You're so unique in the way you talk. So there's
Explain
only
things.
so
Yeah,
so many people that are going to
yeah.
really have the mind for that.
Did you
And that's
understand the illustration diagram programs that I'd done over the past?
yes, probably each one in each video, yeah, on its own. But I haven't necessarily been able to go back and study too many of them.
I know it's a lot to take in, right? But
Yeah,
it's all
and
about preparing wwhat's going on, you know, in the next segments that are coming up, you know.
yeah, and that's the thing. As long as when I hear you talk and I say, okay, yeah, I know that's what's happening to me. Okay, I get it. I can see that. Then I know everything's, I don't,
Yeah,
because I love to dive into this stuff, and
yeah.
do it, this research, like I
Uh-huh.
say, put a book together of your just Andrew's vocabulary. What, what's a framing
I
system? Like,
know,
oh, well,
I
it's
know. I
just
try to
just a
explain it to
structure.
you as much as I can, you know. It's just when you're in a high division of everything, it's very hard to communicate. So I
Yeah.
try to delegate on so many ways of line signals because everybody's on a different energy pattern when they come in to my channel division of YouTube, right?
Hmm.
Same with
Hmm.
you.
Yeah.
Like the thing is too, you know exactly what you're saying, but the problem is you got so many intelligence coming in and their energies are too strong. One is
Yeah.
stronger than the other. Like you're saying, there's one that's a
Hmm.
soft light or there's one that's a rhythm light. There's all
Hmm.
different vibration channels that are coming in, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
you're trying to find your communication with your balance. And now you're in the fifth dimension with your five
Hmm.
activations through your fifth density light system.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I just wish I had more time, because I mean I do, but it's like it's the balance between work, life, play, meditating constantly, like as much as I can, and
mhm.
then getting ready for business, being part of the groups. It's just so much, but and I worry that if I don't meditate more, I'm not getting there because I would love to be able to see things like you talk about,
Oh, I
but it'll
know.
come.
There
It'll come in time. I know. I'm not worried about it. I'm
But see,
not
that's
worried
the
about
thing, you know, I can put you up to a certain level, but you don't want to go too high, right? Because
it. Right.
it's a lot of information. And
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
information is energy, right? And if you get overloaded complex system, you're not going to understand the translations, you know, and
You
everything
freeze
from the
out. Yeah.
communications and the energy communications and the
Yeah.
teleportation device systems and the mecha systems and the
Yeah.
microsystems. And
The Neptical and what was that one? That was the one
there
I
you
caught on to
go.
when we were talking earlier. Yeah, you were like, "Whoa, how'd you know what that was?" I was like, "I don't know. I'm sitting here at work. It just came to me right now."
No, but it's good that we can understand each other through line frequencies, you
Yeah.
know, and that's what's powerful stuff.
Yeah, I
And
appreciate you
getting a
putting
true
me up.
acceptance of what is really happening. And all this conspiracy is coming out now,
Yeah.
right? All
Yeah.
this conspiracy is coming out with Area 51, you know?
Storming it.
Oh wow. You'd be amazed what's coming out.
Yeah, I know. I know. We gotta. I think us in this realm have a good idea of what's to come. So
Yeah,
yeah,
your eyes are open now. The
oh
veil
yeah,
is off.
yeah, Yeah, and that's the thing, you know, I always used to like conspiracy, you know, it started with ghosts when I was a kid, you know, it all was just this huge progression, and
Yeah.
I always saw the connections though. So I was always, and then I just realized like I'm going way up
Uh-huh.
here, and then I'm like, okay, who do I talk to now? You know, so then I got into like, you know, I started doing my own internal,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, okay, I'm having my own experiences. This is really cool, but it's like, how is this? I mean, this is great for me, but you know, like I meet new people and nobody knows anyways. So what, you know, what is the purpose to this? And I know it's everything. So it's just
Yeah.
like, so I found my way to, you know, found the mediumship. I started hopping on YouTube, Higher Self channel. That's where I found you and, you know, everybody else, and just started
Yeah. And
meeting
then they
people there.
end up
So,
starting to, you had to pay to get on, to get your videos on there.
oh,
So I
okay.
stopped going on that and did my own version, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. And it'll come better
because
for
higher self
anyways.
is limited, you know,
Yeah.
and higher
Yeah.
self is light and dark. There's no light
Yeah.
activations on that channel, and I don't resonate with that anymore.
Yeah, I don't really watch it anymore. I got rid of them. I only have like you, the colleague, the guy I work with in the courses, and then some friends, I think. And
Yeah.
it's just like individuals if I like them, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It
And I
was a
don't
good
worry.
beginning. It was a good beginning, but I had to move
Yes,
on, you know?
that's a good example of where I was when I first saw you, and then to where I am now,
Yeah,
where I was
that's
just
right.
figuring it all out in the
Yeah.
beginning, and then I stopped. I stopped watching you for a good 6 months or so at one
Hmm.
point, because I got involved with the courses and everything else, and then I just came back, and I was just like, you know, like, yeah, I mean, it's great. I love listening to you, you
What
know,
was the
talk.
aftermath when I broke the ether and the galactic family came in?
That was just me sitting on the couch, just like just getting pelted, but it felt really good. You know, it was like, it's
Yeah.
like when the whole, you know, it's like when the room changes. You know, the
Hmm.
the the
Hmm.
mass, the energy,
Yeah.
the it just everything
Yeah.
stopped.
What do you think of the
And
reality is an illusion?
oh
The
yeah,
reality that you're living is density of metal.
I've always known
You've
that.
always
I
known
mean,
that,
not
eh?
not the specifics like
Yeah.
you explain with the metals and you
Yeah.
know, but I've always known that. And then yeah, I mean my whole life, because I saw through it. I've always seen beyond it. But you know, going to school, going to here, going I don't, you know, so I had no context. And I think I said that in my YouTube channel in my intro. I
So you
wanted
had
to have
interpretations with your dreams or
context.
what? How did you access that
No,
information
I just
system?
see it. I
Oh, you
just
just
see
see
it.
it.
I see it and I feel it. It's like when you said earlier about the yellow light
Yeah.
earlier in your video this today.
Yeah.
I could see it in you.
That
And
light.
I
Yeah.
don't see the color yellow, but I know
Yeah.
what yellow is. I know how it
Hmm.
feels, and I can see it through the skin
Interesting. That's
on your
interesting. I always
face.
wanted to know what you would see through a live video, what kind of
Yeah,
energy it is.
and so it's like it's just like the easiest way for me to explain is your chakra system. You said orange and yellow. Well, that's sensuality, and then that's coming into your solar plexus. It's your power center, you know, of your, and the the way your body was breathing,
Hmm.
I could tell you were in that coloration. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like I don't, and most of the stuff I don't know how I know it. I just know it. You know,
Yeah.
it's knowing inside. So I've
So
gone
you
through life.
know it inside, but you can't explain it.
I couldn't explain it, right? And I needed to develop
Oh,
I needed to do my research. I needed to
okay.
learn, and this is why I'm
Yeah.
here. And I love your vocabulary, and why I've
Yeah.
always said I
Yeah.
know exactly what you're talking about, but
Okay.
I have to put all those pieces together for
Yeah.
myself.
So it's processing it, right? So you
Yeah,
understand the energy, you just don't understand the information.
right. Like I could tell
Oh,
you
okay.
about
Great.
yourself. I could read. I've been able to read people like that since I was a
Right. Yeah.
baby, no
Yeah.
problem. And I could tell them everything about like,
Yeah.
but not specifics, you know, because then people
Right.
say,
Right.
oh, well, if you know me, say, you know,
Right.
what did I eat for breakfast yesterday? You know, that's not what I'm talking about, man. Like, you know, I'm saying I can see that, like, you know, you're having this kind of day or
Hmm.
whatever, like, you know, easy stuff. But then, you know, developing it was just never really like
Yeah,
in
but you can tap
it,
into mind telepathy. I've seen you do that. Like you're doing it right
yeah.
now. And same with telekinesis. You know,
Mhm.
the one
That's
thing
what
I
I
don't
think.
like is that people try to channel your division, try to take it away through your magnetic force and highway information system.
Yeah,
You know, they try to take that energy away from you. So keep your
yeah,
own energy. I don't need your energy. You know what I mean?
yeah. That's yeah. That's where I'm at now. Look at the chills. I don't know if you can see my arm. That's where I'm at now. But that's what I mean is it's like, you know, I want to give it in
Yeah.
life after, you know, boom, 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 just like they don't get it or fighting or draining you, or it's just like, man, I'm out of here. And so I just, you know, I hermit crab like most people do, you know, you get to
Yeah.
that state where you find yourself. And so
Yeah.
I did. And that
But
was
your
my first.
vocabulary signals through your channel divisions are pretty high. You're doing like half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour and a half. That's pretty
I,
impressive. Like,
I can keep going. I
that's
can
good,
keep
man.
going. I just
That's good.
stopped because I
Not
realized
too
like,
many people can do that
yeah. And I mean, look at
because
me
it's,
now. It's easy.
yeah.
So easy. Right. And I just want to, that's the thing. There's so much to this, and it's how to get it to the people. Like I say, I just want them to
But see, that's the
understand
thing. And what's
what it
happening
is.
right now, it's the beginning.
Yeah, I know.
It's the
I feel like
beginning.
I'm late to the game. I feel like I watch you. I watch all the other people. Like, I've been doing this, singing bowls. Oh, I've been doing this for so long, and I'm just like, I've been meditating 15 years. I don't know, but I know I got something. So it's neat because I can figure it out for myself, you know. And that was that
Yeah.
video I made. You don't want
Yeah.
somebody else to do it for you.
Yeah,
So
no, exactly. That's what it is because you can answer your problems to anything through your body. That's what's amazing when it comes to energies, right? Because
yeah,
if you start off with the meditation and then you start off with your breathing through your arcing cycles through your body system, but now you're adapting to everything, right?
yeah.
And that's what comes easier, you know?
That's kind of my. I guess if I had a question, is it's the way I've always done it. I internalize, I breathe everything in, and then I just breathe it back out, the entire universe, you know. And it's just, I don't know, I guess that's just what I do. I don't really have
How do you
any
channel
question.
yourself to space connection and entity force connections?
Oh, honestly, it's kind of like I have enough awareness of it that
Hmm.
I just do it. Like I can do it right now. It's like I said, I can give chills to my body.
Is
I
it a
just put
solar
myself
division,
up
a
there.
panel
I
division, a
just shoot
circulation
right up.
rotation? Is it an acting cycle? Is it a spherical sphere? Is it an energy pattern? What is it?
Um, hmm. I would think it'd be more of like an energy pattern.
Energy pattern, eh?
I find where I want to resonate and who and what I want to talk about. And it depends. Like if I'm going to up there, then you know, I don't know. It's like I know my place up there, so I just go there. I don't know if it's really, you know, but it can come from anywhere. You know, it can come inspiration while I'm walking through work, you know, or listening to a song, and I just
So do you
and I
see your perceptions? Do you see the colorations and as vibrations, or do you connect through the matrix?
No, that's what I'm saying. As far as the senses, that's what I have to develop. I have to develop a lot of my senses. But
Okay.
because for me, it's just a knowing. It's clairsentient, claircognizant, and then, like I say, my third eye's pretty open, but I don't use it regularly. I guess. Well, I mean, of course, I use it regularly, but I mean, like, I like it to be more open. I don't know. It's just like for me, it's all feeling and vibration and
Yeah.
just in my heart, in my whole body. It just, like I say, I just breathe in the entire universe, and then I'm just up there, and then whoever comes by or whatever, or wherever I go, that's what I'm learning, is really how to
Yeah. Is it
travel,
a
how
code
to.
frequency? Is it light activation, or is it rotation systems?
No, it's a light activation.
It's a light activation.
Yeah, yeah. um but it could be, it depends, I think. Well, it's just different for me. When I do it, it's a light activation. But yeah, it can come in another way too. So yeah, but I just do it what I, yeah, I just connect to it, like to my oversoul, whatever you want to call it, I guess. I
Hmm.
don't know. It's just like, and it comes in, and then and I know it's me, because it's just all it is it's chills. You know, I just feel chills, just my whole
Yeah.
body, and then I center it. You know, I calm, and I go to my, you know, the observer place, you know, in the center point, and then quiet, and then it's just like whatever happens happens at that point. I think that's the surrender point, where like the other, when I got on with the soft light with the video, that was, I was sitting there, I was
Hmm.
meditating, I had the music on, and you know, the whole audio, the whole room just changed. You know, the vibration, the volumes of the, you know,
So how do you
density
get your
just.
balance through frequency levels per second when it comes to energy vibration systems through energy force communication level systems?
Oh, I mean, I guess I would just say my breath, my breathing. Is that the
Your
right
breathing?
answer? Yeah, that's what I do. You know, some of your vocabulary gets me every now and then. I got to make sure I'm saying it right. But yeah, I breathe a lot. I did a lot of the internal alchemy and stuff. So, you know, outer and inner and fire breathing with your
Yeah.
hands up high and you twist your wrists.
So you find the line balanced to the frequency levels and its information channel divisions?
Hold on. Of course, every time. That's all. That's every time. I center myself wherever I want to go, and that's why I think I get so much information is because when I'm there, and they come, you know, I don't mind going anywhere. I'm not afraid of, you know, light, dark. I don't care. I just and then it's, but I'm having to learn to, like you say in my videos, I got to take that breath and come back into I got to stay in my light activation where
So
I
where do you
can.
think you are through light and dark? Do you have friendship, relationship, or partnership?
Oh, that's a good one. I'm really close to partnership.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really do think so because.
So you can high win your forces to any connection, like go maybe 1 million years into the future.
See, I don't have the context or vocabulary to understand what that means, but yes, I will say yes to that
I
answer.
can get you there.
Yeah, I'm sure I've been there before, you know, in some random moment. But no, and that's what it is. Like when you say too, you're like, oh, go to that 1,000, this 1,000. I'm thinking, well,
Oh,
I
we
don't know
got Suzanne. Suzanne
what
is coming
number.
in.
Hey, all right,
Suzanne.
hi Suzanne.
Wow.
Nice, got another one.
Now we got a party.
Oh yeah, three's the crowd. Right. I was running out of things to say, Suzanne.
I
Man,
know. The thing is, too, now we're going to get a square, right? We can activate it, put it through a cycle division, activate our energy vibration systems, and we can all connect to a vibration planet vibration system.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. So she's connecting. That's great. See,
Yeah,
more the merrier. That's what we want because we can channel our energies, and that will take away the fear around everybody.
Yeah.
Right? Because we are high in division.
Yeah.
Okay. We know how we are connected, right? We're connected on so many levels when it comes to love. Because love is the frequencies, love is the answers to everything, to your problems, to your acting cycles, to your body system.
Oh yeah. Right?
That's the most important thing. So
let me ask about the dark. Where do you see me with the dark? Light and dark? To me, I've not been afraid of them.
I've seen your videos. Like,
I talk to them.
You're wind cycling your vibrations back and forth. You're in that parallel division. The communications are good. The vocabulary. I can upwind your cycles and put you into a higher division when it comes to the speed odometer. That will bring up your voicing grids and channel your divisions to the coloration patterns.
That would be cool. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can do that for you.
Yeah, I'll look at that. Yeah. Because yeah. Cool. It's coming in this way. It's coming in this way.
That's very powerful stuff. I just want to show you what we can do is live. But if you're going to
now it's in my body.
If you're going to be dizzy, you'll know why, because it's very powerful stuff. Like it's understanding to balance yourself out. You have that balance, but it's getting that vocabulary to speak a little bit faster and talk more like a computer.
Yeah. Yeah. I notice I am, because that's how I've always understood things up here, at least with the patterns.
But that's it. That's it. Understanding the software, understanding the mechanisms, understanding the firewalls, understanding the defaults, understanding websites. You know, you are connected through a computer. Yep. It's a technological world. The technology, you know, through shapes, letters, and numbers, how everything's connected through line frequencies.
Yeah, that's
Remember when we first started out with shapes? Just imagine how far you've come, which is amazing, you know?
Yeah, yeah. That's so cool. Yeah, no, I appreciate everything. It's just great. I just love being here, you know? To me, this is the world that I want to be in, where we're all just doing this kind of stuff, you know? So the more we give, the more, you know, the more we're going to make out of it. Yeah. So I'm ready to, that's why I say I'm ready to just blow it wide open, but you got to go take your time with some people. Sometimes you got to take your time.
Yeah. Don't be surprised if your channel divisions through your vocabulary goes through a speed odometer through a force recognition of vibration system. you're going to find your voicing going a little bit higher now, like talking
Okay.
faster.
Yeah. I've noticed I am more than I ever was talking faster.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool. But yeah, no, it's not a, I don't know. It's just all love to me, but you got to explain that. So, to some people need it justified. That's why I say, you can justify your frustration, or are you gonna, what do you want to do? Because there's so many people that are like that, and I was there too. Any of us, we get stuck. We get, trying to figure. That's the thing. You figure out
Yeah.
life, and then you realize you've been doing it all wrong, and then you're like, oh man, I got to redo it again. But you're doing it right this time, I think, for a lot of us. And you realize you always knew how to do it right, but we're in this world where we're brought up in the structures that we're brought up in. So it's really, we got to get people out of that. And conspiracy stuff, that's a big in for people.
That's a big one, because that's been hiding for many, many, many decades.
Yeah,
right?
There's a lot of power there, and I just worried, like, I love them, but there's so much. I just hope it opens up. I hope it blossoms very gently.
Well, the 1%, right? Remember I did an illustration diagram telling you about the 1%?
Right.
Okay? There's truth there with the pyramid. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
So what's happening with that is understanding that there are 6 to 7 corporations that are trying to take over its division 1, its demonic system. That demonic system, I understand, its ground formation systems, which is the underground of its beneath system. And that beneath system is connection to its vaccine. So it's trying to go into the cryptic of its microchip system into the mind system. Okay. The fact is that the military, anything through human vibration, all the presidents that we've had many, many centuries ago are all trying to find communications. That's why they've been putting satellite dishes through 5 gamma ray systems and trying to connect through the alienation plantation formation systems. But they can't, because the angle divisions is extremely, extremely high through harmonic systems. That's why they can't connect with aliens.
That's what I always got, was like, they keep trying and trying and trying. Hello. You're not getting it.
I know. Like, everything is within. Everything is within,
Yep. And that's why I said in the video, they keep relying on us. They're never gonna make it.
No. And that's why they're coming up with this vaccine, right? Which is not good.
Yeah. I had another insight today on the COVID. I can't think of it right now, but yeah, it was it's just a system. It's like everything you say, it's not even real,
That's it. Yeah, I know. But the thing is, they've been controlling it for many, many, many decades.
Yeah. When they shut things down, and then you have real effects.
Yeah.
That's how they're using the fear, because they're trying to make people say, but the thing is, if everybody just go back to work, we'd be okay.
I know. And they're trying to use tracking devices through the GPS location system so they can keep an eye on you and stuff like that. But
vaccine free over here. I'll be vaccine free forever.
Yeah.
Well, their vaccines.
Yeah. Well, you have it in you now, eh?
Yeah. All right.
So,
and that's what I mean. I just feel it everywhere. Like I wherever I go, I kill disease. I just, because of my light, it's the wonderful feeling to
because your energy fields are spreading all across its community wherever you go, right? And people say, whoa, Michael, what's going on? Your acting light is so bright. Why are you so bright? Humans don't understand that, because they're either still in the 3D dimension and trying to figure out how to get into 4th density, but not sure how to understand what's going on with the 5th dimension.
Yeah, and the 4th is hard for people, because that's where
it's the acceptance to leave the 3 dimension. Right. You can't live in those planes anymore.
Yeah,
you can't.
And that's when that 4th is when everything starts hitting people. So then that's when it's really time to figure out what.
Why do you think they're doing the protesting? They're protesting. They're rallying. They're fed up. They're sick. They're tired. They're frustrated. They're angry. They're hungry.
Right.
They want to go back to work,
Get back to their life. Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So humanity has to come back to its vibration signals,
But, and that's the thing with the fear is, anyone it's like, if you fear it, you're at risk, and it's like, if you don't fear it, and what that means though, is that means that you're you know what your body system is doing and you know where it's at. You know, if you're in a fear state, you're going to manifest fear cells. And then from that, you're going to put yourself in that, you know, vibration that you can be at risk. And so it's like, if we just started, you know, people just need to take care of themselves. You know, why do I know I don't have COVID? Because I know I don't, you know, because I feel that I don't, you know, because I am healthy, I'm happy, because I'm living a good life. And that, when, instead of saying, oh, what is this thing? I don't know what it's doing and it's going to hit me and I'm not even going to know. It's like, no, like, you know, what kind of diseases does everybody have that we're all getting that nobody knows until some doctor tells you that you got it, you know? And it's not that it's invalid, because that is how it works, but that shows the disconnect within the body, the soul, the mind, you know, of the people who they don't, you know, they're wondering, why am I getting this? Why am I getting that? Well, you know, it's a whole body thing. It's everything, you know. And
I'd say the fear itself is all psychological.
On that time. Yeah.
It's the controlling is the psychological system, because human vibration doesn't understand it. Right?
Right. Exactly.
That's
they
one
don't
thing.
Understand their own negative spin. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is, they've been living the positive and negative systems in their body activations for so long. You know?
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, same with me. That was, you know, that was the hard part too. Just, getting out of my own.
Yeah, exactly. Like, for example, if humans were tasting sand, would they know the difference?
Right.
You know? So it's just really humanity trying to get full wind and everything that's going on through its conspiracies. Everything that's going on. The life that you've been living.
That's
the lies that you've been giving.
Yeah.
You know? The deception. You know?
Yeah, that's going to be big. I hope everybody's going to be okay, because, you know, I mean, I told my mom, you know, I'm channeling and, you know, no way. But then she says she's, you know, and then she says she's talking to our Nana who passed away, and, you know, Nana comes and visits her at night. And I just look at her and go, Ma, like, so you don't believe me? You know what you just said? You're talking to Nana. You know, it's like, you know, it's so there's, it's like, it's right here in front of all of any of our faith. It's all here, all information we need. But it's even right, even when you know she's doing it too, it's gonna be hard, man. So the more we can, like I said, I want to just start putting the context out there, you know, like, because I didn't have social media, right, when I was growing up. I'm at least that old, but you know, no cell phones, no instant, no Facebook, no. And so I had to figure it all out myself. And there's a unique.
Well, if you put 2 and 2 together, you understand why we have adaptations when it comes to phones, right? And now you can slide them back and forth, up and down. So technology is changing, right? AI is coming in, right? But people don't understand, because there is a definition when it comes to dark AI and light AI. It's real.
Right.
And that's the force. Right.
Well, and what happens when people don't know the light, and, you know, when you're born, if you're in that dark, a lot of people don't know that it's there, and they don't know what it feels like. You know, that's why so much healing the body in the work that I do, we talk to people.
I know, because they've been living in their old systems, their old rhythm patterns, you know?
Right. How do you know where to go when nobody's ever shown you, you know? And that's where a lot of people, you know, so yeah.
But, you know, it's not fair too, especially to the seniors, because they've lived their life, their whole life. And the fact that they lose their life streams, it's not fair. But because of that, people get the wrong idea, because there is so much deception and lies, but you got to put 2 and 2 together and understand what is right and what is wrong and what is happening. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the respiratory system through the immune system, okay, has nothing to do with the dark. That's the energy of light. But the separation 6 feet part away is the dark.
Right.
That's the difference between the two, and why light force is fighting dark force. So that's the truth, you know?
Yeah. I'm wondering, something's formulating a question about the dark. I mean, I don't know what it is, though. I want to help them too, you know, but they're probably even further, harder to help. At least humanity wants he wants it. So, but I feel like I don't know.
Now's the time for you to
Whatever.
channel your divisions and open up your frequencies and say what you want to say.
Yeah.
You know, that's the best part. And that's why I like doing Zoom, because it helps in so many ways, you know, because
Yep.
we can learn from each other. We can expand from each other, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that's what it's all
Yeah.
about.
That's what we're doing in our groups, man. Yeah, we love it. And people, the transformations in people. Oh my God, it's
I know.
incredible.
There's a lot of things that
Wow,
people don't understand.
so
And the
good
thing
for
is,
them.
you know, knowing that they're coming into AI and knowing that the communication levels is 5 gamma ray system through the 5th dimension of 4th density.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you explain that to somebody that's in a 3-dimensional body?
That's what I was just thinking. Yep.
You know, what's the best answer to that?
I was just like, Andrew, nobody's gonna know what the hell you just said right now.
Yeah.
Sorry. So
Yeah.
like, you know, gamma ray? You mean like a alien laser ray gun? Like,
Yeah, but see, the thing is, there's dark gamma rays and there's light. There's a difference, eh?
yeah, and yeah.
See, I mean, it's not scriptured. It's real stuff. It's surreal that when you look outside, you can see that everything's changing. You wonder why you're isolated. Okay, you have to understand why you're isolated. You have to understand what is going on. Okay, because the lies will keep coming until the light starts defeating the dark. And when the dark is gone, everything is going to change through humanity.
Nice. Yeah.
But the thing is, too, is that everybody's fighting with their ego.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem.
That's why it's hard to explain.
That's the big one.
Yes.
Okay, it's the biggest thing to fight is the ego.
Yep.
You know,
because a lot of people don't even recognize, you know, like how do you go up to somebody and say, hey, you're being dark. You know, nobody wants to hear that, especially in the beginning. You know, if we said that to each other, I would just be like, oh, you know, okay, what's going on? You know, but because we know it's not a big deal. But when you tell people like, oh, you got a dark vibration, right away they get defensive. They get this. This is who I am. This is how. This is why are you?
Or you can
why
say,
am I dark?
Mike, what's wrong with you, man? Your energetic waving patterns are low. Your vibration centers are high, but your location system is not its division. You know,
right. And that's what I'm learning to start saying, not using those specific words. But
the thing is, humanity has to know that they're turning into AI and they're going to be communicating on those technology wave systems.
Yeah, I've noticed it with the people around me already. You know, it's fun. A lot more understanding going on here. I really like it. It's nice because of freedom. You know, it's so beautiful. It's a wonderful thing. Once we're all here and we know what we're all, you know, we're here and we're staying in that. Yeah, it's great. But oh man, yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. So, did you have any more questions that you want to talk about? Anything reference to, you know?
No, nothing offhand. I really just wanted to hop on and say hi. I've been waiting to say hi and Zoom and all that stuff. So, I mean, I got a million questions, but then a million answers. So, nothing that comes to mind. You know, just personal development. I just really want to do something with this, create my own thing. I want to be teaching everybody. So, I mean, that's my biggest desire. But I've always had that, and I just never knew how to do it. You know, and you go through life, you go through school, you go through, well, this ain't it. Well, this ain't it. Well, this ain't it. Well, this is kind of it. Well, this ain't. And then one day, I'm 32 or whatever old I was. I'm just like, boom, spirit, you're gonna channel, you're gonna be. I'm like, wow, okay, so no wonder why my entire life went the way it went, and no wonder why I didn't really settle in.
Hey,
it's me. Oh my gosh, you see, I don't understand all this IT stuff, but
there's a video at the bottom. You click it at the bottom. That's where you click it on. It's either crossed out. You have to click that so you can get your video on.
Look, brother, ain't no video on my screen.
Yeah, no, there is. It's off to the side, and it says video.
Oh,
no, it don't.
I'm on my phone.
I'm on my phone. It says safe driving mode, and then it says leave.
Swipe left. Swipe it to the left. You'll see Andrew or me.
Yeah.
one person, then swipe it again, you'll see all three of us.
It's the same conversion. It would still work. It's got video.
No. Oh,
If
well, I guess that's me. How do I, okay.
Tap it, you'll see on the bottom.
Tap me. Okay, I'm not going to show you my age right now because it's showing up right now. I think the Corona 2000 was really good.
That's like the Jennifer Aniston, who was it? It was
Okay.
ZZ Top guy, and it said the COVID.
Okay, me don't work. Oh, you know what? It's probably because I didn't put my $10 in. So it's cool. That's how poor I'm working with here, fellas. Okay. I'm in a town.
That's totally fine. I'm glad you're here.
Okay. Well, let me tell you this. If you were to see me, you would freak out because you'd be like, oh my God, she's nothing like what? Let me tell you what I am. Okay. And you're going to freak. I am a Jamaican. Okay.
You kind of figured that with your voice.
With a Chinese background. Okay.
So you missed it.
That loves Celtic music, that never watches nothing but English programs. Okay. Serious.
You're a universal, bringing it together.
This is so cool to meet someone else who actually understands, because since a child, me and the above, we've been tight like you don't know, because that's the only person I've been talking to. So you know I am way out on Nut Central, okay? I am like the island of Nut, because nobody understood me and they put me out there. But I know I'm normal. They're the ones that's not normal, if you understand what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, because they're going through what's the 3 dimensions right now and trying to figure out the 4th density to the 5th dimension. So
I am seeing things that they're not. So of
course, your perceptions, yeah.
But I've been like this. Okay, now let me tell you what happened. Glad I got the 2 year. Let's rock. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
December the 7th. Now, mind you, let's keep this Black Chinese Jamaican thing flowing with the Celtic background. Only watch English shows. Mind you, my sisters and my brothers, if you know what I'm talking about, ain't tapped into what exactly I am, because I don't bond with I don't go with no ethnic group. I don't even belong to a country. I'm in America, but I don't feel American. God bless America. But I still say God save the Queen. I don't know why. But I am just, here we go. December the 15th, okay? I started going to sleep for years. Okay. The lightning bolt that came into my head, I talked to you about that, woke me up 2007 out of a dead sleep for a few seconds. And then the next morning I woke up, I couldn't walk. So then I went through paralysis for like several years and stuff. Bring you up to date, zooming you in, because I really need to talk about this other part. Since 2017 now, December 15th. Okay, before that, I was going to sleep what I call Denny's time, okay? I couldn't understand it. I was going to sleep like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Mind you, I am 50. I will be 55 on May the 19th, but I look like I'm about 30. Rocking it. Right. Bloody good looking, let me tell you. Now, here the problem is, and single, so I don't know what that says. So now, here it is, December 15th, finally, I've been going to sleep. This is what I call my Denny time, waking up 3 o'clock in the morning, doing this and that. So now December 15th, go to sleep. Wake up, boom, there is this big giant angel. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm blinking my eyes, open, shut, open, shut, open, shut. This is not happening. You are in what they call one of them real dreams. Of course, no. The angel said, hey, I'm Archangel Michael. This is your guardian angel. And now I'm looking now. Let me tell you, I'm looking at the end of my bed and there's an angel sitting there, but I'm like, I don't know what he's sitting on because I don't recall nothing over there. Now, mind you, before some of this go on, I can see shadows, okay? You know, and I play games with them because once they know you can see them, oh my God, it's like everybody comes. So I've learned to not notice them, so to speak. So right now, my bed, mind you now, I'm laying on my bed going through this. The ceiling is gone off my house, okay? There's no ceiling. Rock with me on this flow. There is no ceiling. I'm thinking I'm looking at aliens. There's space. Now, mind you, the angel is talking to me in my head, and it's saying, yes, I'm big, and I'm hunched. He was kind of hunched over to express, like, I'm kind of staying in your bedroom. So then off to my left now, the corner of my eye, I'm looking at the firmament of whatever that bright light is over there. Then, now, mind you, I've always spoken to, okay, here we go. I know him as Jesus, but throughout the knowing of him, he's turned into Yeshua ben Joseph. So now, over on the side, there is what I say, Jesus, big and buff. Jesus is buff as heck and big. People don't know it. He's really big. But anyway, so now, here she's standing with the firmament. I'm assuming there's source behind him. So while that, I'm seeing now I'm getting a sensation of protection from the angels, you know, and I'm kind of freaking yes, but not really, because I'm kind of used to that, you know. So I'm watching spirits kind of cower down, like they're cowering down. Okay, it kind of reminds me of like the Harry Potter train station. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's a spirit zone, but it's not real. But so that's what I'm going through. So now I'm sitting there going, oh, God, this is going down. Next minute, you know, boom, income source. Okay, income source telling me now to this moment, I don't know what the fear was, but it wasn't like a bad fear, but it was a respectable fear, like this man got some power here. And it took me through my life, but he was, I say he because it became in as a he form. And it said, I chose where you're born, I chose your kids. I mean, it was just reaming me for doing some stuff. Now, let me bring you up to date. Let me tell you also what I've been. Since a child, I have been the Church of England, Episcopalian, Anglican, Christian, born again. I studied Muslim. I studied a lot of religions, but those other ones, you know, the Church of England and all of that stuff, I think that got some freaky stuff to do with the rest of whatever I got to do. But anyway, so now with all of that, when he came in and said, I chose your kid's birthday and this, and both my kids are born on the 11th. In fact, 11/11/88 is my daughter, and my son is 2/11/95. So now he's telling me all of this. Now, before this happened, a couple of times I was kind of going to float in church. Yeah, work with me on that one. I was in the service, and then I kind of, when spirit comes in, so I don't have no control. So when I feel, I kind of get into that floaty kind of mood, but I wasn't really understanding it because when you're going to church, you just think it's quote, quote, church, Christ, that type of thing. You're not really thinking it's some dimensional thing about to go on.
That's astral traveling, Suzanne. You're traveling to another dimension through a portal activation into the higher self division.
I'm up, and I don't notice nobody else going up, so I'm starting to, the shoes is off the feet. My hands are stretched so hard up. Now, when you're in a black church, they always tell you, say, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. Now, mind you, you're in your thoughts not really thinking about these people, and I really wish they would just be quiet, because right now, I'm not in a mood of thank you, Jesus, because I don't know where I'm going, people. So as I'm sitting there going up, I'm talking to spirit saying, okay, I have never been one to give attention, but I seem to get a lot of it, which is so funny. God has jokes. So while I'm going up, I'm feeling my limbs like literally pulling me up. So now I'm hanging on to the carpet with my pantyhose and my toenails, and nobody's noticing this. So now I'm starting to float around the church. I don't know if they think I'm walking. I know I'm not walking. So I'm now going around the church. I'm like, oh, Lord, please don't make. Who asked to not be a miracle? This girl. So I'm like, please, Lord, don't make me a miracle today. Not in the mood. So then finally, that was the first time it stopped. Second time, it kind of went up to take me around the church. I went around 7 times around the entire congregation. Then the congregation started to freak out because I guess the spirit or whatever was going through them. Now in church, you can tell the real ones from the fake ones, which my friend, we always know. So then he plants me down in front of the church on the ground. And now, once in a while, I get a stigmata, I think, invisible stigmata, I'm not sure, because the palms of my hand will hurt and literally hurt. And then my feet also. But when he laid me down in front of the church, it was like I was on some kind of cross thing. So I'm trying to get up because I don't want to be on the ground in front of church, in front of these people. Mind you, this is my first time in the church. So now, ever since that moment now, whenever I went to speak to, as I said, speak to quote Christ, they always make you think you walking in the sand, footprint in the sand. So I always thought we were on earth. Now, bringing you up to date now, December 15th, after Source did his thing, next minute, bling, I am walking on some stars, a pathway of stars in space. So I'm walking along. Now, normally I get my answer before I get up to Christ, okay? Like he always, like for instance, should my son stay with me or not? You know, we go through that one, I'll get my answer. This time I notice I'm going closer and closer. So I'm walking, and then I notice I'm walking on stars. So I'm like, wait a minute, you mean this whole time we've been talking in space? So then I looked down and noticed I didn't have no shoes on. So then I'm thinking like, why aren't the stars sticking me in my feet? So I think of really weird things at sometimes that my friends tell me that they don't think of. So they're like, why are you thinking of sticking the stars in your feet? I'm like, they're supposed to hurt their stars. So that's when I hear, you're on holy ground. I'm like, oh, here's the Moses moment. So now when I hear that, I'm thinking, okay, he's about to tell me something. So as I'm going closer and closer, not that you don't want to get close to Christ, but you kind of know you're getting close to Christ, okay? So as I'm coming closer and closer, he is really buff, and he had all his armor on, like this. It's a shoulder thing that looked like a winged gold shield thing. It was jeweled up. It was shiny. He looked buff. I mean, in the Bible, they don't make you think Jesus got muscles. But this man had buff. I mean, he's like 9 feet tall and buff. Okay. Uh-oh. Can you still hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going to speed it up. So now here we go. So now I'm still coming to him. So he gave me some message about it's early and we might go to war, but tell the people it don't have to happen. And next minute, you know, I'm going into him. He turned into a light. I'm in the light. Warm, I go in, I come back out. He says, you are in my army. And now I have my gold shield on. So, of course, I noticed mine was a little smaller, less jewels, but you know, hey. So then next minute, bing, I'm back in my bed. I'm like, okay, now what do you do with that? You feel me? So now since that time now, after that, then I started seeing the color, the orbs, the rainbow, I'm thinking it's angels because they're telling me what angel I think it is. It probably is. So that's kind of what I've been going through. And so now outside, I still see, like there was a time where there was like flashes of lightning in the sky. Did you see that? There's a time, but there's also time when there's colors that go out there that I think is the conscious or something, like the colors, like when it's pink or, you know, that peachy color or something. But, well, anyhow, that's my life. That's
fascinating. I'm glad you're here because it's all about coming together. And, you know, you're voicing everything. It's very powerful stuff. And everything is through its salvation and everything through it's opening everything that you need to know, the truth, where you came from, where you've been, where you're going, what you're doing, your journey, your mission, you know?
I don't mean to cut you. Okay, wait, let me see. Okay. There was a line, okay, she's talking now. There's a lion lady I call her lion lady because you see, while you're going through this, my memory is not good. I don't know if that's normal because I'm like not having past. Is that correct? Is to explain it right? It's hard for me to retain things because I have to write it down. But anyway,
that's okay. It's a learning process for you, Suzanne, and you'll get better as you go along. And just know how powerful you are as a light formation, knowing that you've had that light, and it's all about getting back that love frequency of its light.
The light. Let me tell you. I've had bracelets busted off my wrist, brother. Okay. And that's freaked me out. I've done that. They say that's my chi coming out. I had to call some person in Chicago, some yogi guy, because I felt like spontaneous combustion at times. So I've learned that there was a grounding that you can do. So I've learned how to ground it now. But sometimes they're telling me I'm grounding too long, like hour at a time. But if I don't put that energy somewhere, it busted the bracelets off my wrist like kung fu. So so people are kind of getting leery of being around me, sort of. Yeah.
You have any comment to that, Michael, of what Suzanne's talking about, her experiences?
Yeah, I just wanted to, my first thing was congratulations, because that sounded like your initiation. So whatever it was that you were going through, I think it was
Exactly.
all being shown for a very important reason.
What kind of initiation is that?
Jesus brought you right into his arms, gave you a shield, said,
oh, you mean that? Yes, that.
Yeah, I'm talking about the whole thing. But oh no, this right now, I wanted to share, because I had a spontaneous combustion experience with myself too, where I was in bed and it was through my whole entire body, and it was the most excruciatingly uncomfortable, but it was all internal, like my blood was on fire. So I've had that.
Because it's the healing process through transformation meditation and waking you up to its ascension.
Your body's got to be ready for it.
Your body isn't ready for it.
No, it's not. It happened twice, and I had to literally contain it. I mean, literally, I ran out. Okay, let's laugh together. I ran out my house to a downtown yoga spa, banging on the door, hoping for someone to help me, because I thought I was going to explode. But now I understand, if it is to happen, it's not a matter of my skin tearing off into a million pieces and I'm literally feeling that occur.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Do you understand why it's happening? Why you're going into integration?
I think it's because I'm really tired of being here amongst all this.
That's right. You have to move to the fifth dimension of the fourth density light activation. You have to get connected through the angels and archangels and everything through the force recognitions of space and time.
That's true. And I'm going to tell you, I would like to be in a cave personally right now, because the outside world and I are not compatible per se. And it has nothing to do, and I say this with not better or no better, it's just where I'm at. I have a lot of higher up action going on that I am not leveling up to. Does that make sense?
That's natural.
We're all here to voice our opinions. That's what it's all about. It's all coming together now because everybody's going through awakening. So
that's what's unique is everybody's going to have, not the same experiences, but the same experiences, so the more we can share. You're right. So we're all going to,
that's like others, but others aren't like me.
Yeah. So don't think you're crazy because everybody else knows what's going on, right? Because they have their own transformation manifestation, which is very important to them, and it becomes very personal. But then you're getting an understanding of who you are, where you came from, and remembering everything about you. Okay?
See, there's something blocking me, though, from the actual remembering, because I have little, I doubt the amount of memory that is coming in. I'm starting to doubt it because it is so long and so vast, like not the fact, I don't even, me actually in the form of a Black Jamaican woman right now is irrelevant to the amount of forms I've had, I think. If that makes sense. I don't know why I chose this one to be the going out one, but I think I've been other things. There's like some warrior thing in there too with that kill.
Oh yeah. If you're on Earth, you're a warrior. Period. If you came to Earth, I think we're warriors on this planet. No, it's totally natural what you're going through. It's you're not blocked. You're just being. We all want to know. But how much do you really want to know? So you want to know everything? All right. Well, they're giving it to you. So you got to raise, high raise your divisions as you can, and don't worry about it. Don't stress over it and just let it come. But don't put more fear into it. So it's a totally natural process that you're going through, like completely.
It's how to conquer that storm to go through and push your way through, and so you can get into the balance and everything through its love. That's what it is.
Because
Yeah.
I fully understand
Because
for you to actually go to the actual that, it will be a actual physical death of the physical for me to actually go to the, you know, to the. While I'm in the human, I have to learn as much to the, and keep in this. Like, does it sound weird to say if, in a
no,
weird way, I feel like I'm trying to stay in the human form?
Yeah, you're in confusing signals through the body system, and you're not sure where you are through its attraction division, which means that is that you're in your salvation, but you're not sure with your ego. So your ego is fighting the third body, and the third body is fighting the fifth dimension. So you got to find your balance into the yin and yang.
right. You're creating it with your thoughts. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
when you say,
Oh, the thoughts
Yeah.
can manifest like you wouldn't believe. That I have
oh, and
to
I
watch.
could, even in your explanations and everything that was happening to you, you were creating it. I can't remember the example, but you know, it's all you. And when you remember like that, it's all you giving it to yourself. You're opening up because you want to know this.
Yes.
You're ready, you know,
Okay,
and
let
so
me
it's
tell you.
not, yeah.
Wow. Well, here, okay, now that you say it, like, okay, let me tell you what freaked me out then. I'll keep it real with you. Okay.
Yeah.
I can do intercessory prayer, and I can do, like, I used to do, like, what, medium, like, I can walk past someone, spirit be like, tell that person this. Now, I've saved 3 lives doing this. But also, we've been doing it since young. So now I get to the point where I tell spirit, I got to go catch a bus, you know? I mean, this can't be. So one time I didn't even do it. And I actually had to get off the bus and walk a whole mile back to go tell the person whatever message spirit wanted to tell him. Now, the last message was this man had an argument with his mom that morning and he was going to get robbed that afternoon. Now, all this time when I told people things about themselves, I don't look at it as, I didn't know what channeling was. I didn't know nothing of it. It was my normal, you feel me? So one guy, I think I was 15, came in and said, your brother Robert needs you. Come to find out, he got a brother, Bob, that was dying and they had to send a neighbor. So he came back and thanked me. And then there was some other stuff too. But there came a point after the December 15th now, the supernatural Sunday with the angels and the space beings and God knows what. Oh yeah, I also have the moon follow me too. I've had that occurrence. Yeah, and I have witnesses. Anything I say to you, I made sure I got another human witness. So when I said the moon followed me, it followed me. I've been through that. I also had the lights perform outside my house for me.
Yeah. See, when you interpret things, Suzanne, you're seeing things in the past, and that's the astral planes. So your division through your higher self is seeing that, what you're supposed to be living. So before you go integration, you have to understand salvation. You have to get rid of the death perception so you can move forward into the fifth dimension.
There's no fear. There's no fear. And you're just coming into what it all is. And you know it. You're a lot farther along. You know, it's you just have to, you know, you have to put the pieces together, really. You got to start paying attention to who you are, what you're doing, how you feel, you know, what's, you know, because all this stuff's happening to you. So what does it mean? Why? You know, what
yes,
you have to,
my emotions do control the level of my vibration. I'm just learning now I can vibrate up or vibrate down. I just learned now I can do that. But I also can steer off into space and bring in, I think you might say I'm bringing in some dimension, but I can see, like if I look at the wall and stare out, I can see something throbbing, like a pulsing.
Yeah.
What is it?
That's electrical pulse division through connections, depending on where you are through your division. You can be on a dimension through a vortex division, or you can be in a parallel universe through a planet vibration system, or you can be communicating with a orb system. It all depends where you are through your perception.
Okay. Yeah. But if that happens all the time, though, is that normal too?
It is normal because now you're communicating in the simulation.
Okay, what do I do with that though? Because I don't know what that's trying to tell me. Because sometimes it's just one throbbing, and then sometimes it's two.
Yeah,
different.
no, you just got to find your balance. You know, like Michael was saying, understand your thoughts, understand your creations. Thoughts are everything. So if you want something to go away, you can create that. So you have to understand friendship, relationship, and partnership with its vibration, because it's interacting with you through coloration. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
what it is. But you're going to find your balance with yourself, and that's going to bring you forward, and that's going to help you along the way. Okay. And that's going to put you to where you need to be through your balance of your division.
Okay, but how you? Okay, okay. So in a way, this is not my dimension then. This what you're saying.
No, not when you're communicating with things. If you're seeing wall graphic systems, or if you're seeing electronic interference, or if you're seeing magnetic force in highways, or if you're seeing anything that's not relatable to you through perception, you're communicating with something else.
Okay,
so you have to understand how to communicate with the balance of what you're interforcing with. So you can get partnership, right? And partnership is everything, because it's like shaking hands, hugging each other, knowing this energy, and then you move on to another dimension, right?
Okay. Have you ever woke up and not recognized where you at?
All the time.
Sure. Yeah.
But see, it's understanding where you are through its connection. If you're not sure where you are, you got to find your direction. You got to find your location.
Oh my God, how are you going to do that?
Practice makes perfect.
When you know that you can be everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of, you're not afraid of any of it, because you know it's all who you are. It's all your multidimensional self. Yeah, it's all you. Like everything that's coming to you, it's because you want to know it. You know, so it's like, what does it mean? What does it mean? Well, what does it mean? You can't ask me. You can't ask. You know what I mean? It's telling you your story based off of your life. So go back.
Yeah, because Michael has different perceptions than you do. I have different perception than both of you. So you have to understand where you are through your balance when it comes to your thoughts.
Yeah, and that's
because you are its creation when you're communicating with the simulation or the matrix.
All these details.
Yeah. Oh, I know I was communicating with it. It just started, and it's just there. I don't know what to do with it. It just keeps coming. I shut my eyes. It's there. Like I don't see. Like I can literally still see my room sometimes, even with my eyes closed.
Yeah, I get like that a lot too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to tell you the truth. I even try to walk outside.
That's cool. I hope I can try more on that, because that's really cool.
Walk outside and close my eyes for a while, walking. Yeah, you look kind of.
It's not an easy task, but it can be done, Suzanne. You just have to understand where you are through your division and your dimensions. And once you more understand everything through its practice, you understand more of what's happening with the simulation and its matrix. Because you are its connection, you are its balance, and always inform in all connections of energy. Okay, so you're communicating with everything. That's all it is. It's just understanding where it is in its division of coloration.
Okay.
That's why you have so many experiences. You know, it's like you're not. It's not about separating the experiences and saying these are different. You know, I'm a this. I'm, like you say, your nationality, and you're this and you're this. No, you're the compile of all of that, and you are so much more. So it's like when you look at it that way, it opens up the big picture, and then you're able to see why. You know, I guess that's kind of it.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Well, when they describe some of
everything, it's who you are,
space beings, I can identify with some of them as being Lemurian, Atlantean. Like I have dreams of my house filled with water, like that was normal. I don't know what that got to do with anything, but
under the sea.
I've lived under the sea.
Yeah. Hanging out with Poseidon and, you know, just chilling underwater. That's all.
Pretty much normal. Yeah. And it pretty much don't even, I would go to my grave. I'd pass a lie detector on everything. But the one with the moon, though, I had the lady in this, because it was outside my house. I'll tell you about that one. It was outside the house. And I walked out, like, you know how things call you outside. So I went outside. So I'm looking, and then it looked like sometimes the moon looks like a hot pocket to me. There's a curve, but then there's something like coming out from it. They don't look like the regular round moon that, quote, quote, we all learned what was up there. So I started walking to the store, and I know my physics, okay? I am fairly smart, and I know that moon should not be right where I'm at the whole time. So I walked to the store, and I noticed as I got to the store, it like hovered above this. It's a little store in the neighborhood. So it just hovered above. I'm like, okay, so what does that mean? So now, this is after I saw the little dragon spaceship do its little light coloring dance in front of my house for me. So now, so now I asked the store attendant, can you come out and see if the moon is following me, please? She's like, what the? Just do what I ask. So I come out and walking back towards my house. Then you see it come, and it's following her. She's like, what the heck is that? And ran back into the store, locked the door with me running behind and locking me out of the store. I said, bloody hell.
Oh, man.
I said, thanks a lot. Okay. So to this day now, she kind of looks at me kind of, so I'm like, you can't fake, you didn't see the moon. But you see, that's kind of how I'm doing it. Like my website used to be The Awakener, which was funny. Nobody else in Gmail took that one. So now it's Susie's Wake Up. But I think that's what I do. I have such freaky things happen around me that people can't deny it. Like my friend, like with the ship thing and the space thing, like a couple of them would follow me when I walk around at night and stuff, which I kind of took note of because I'm not stupid. You know when you're being followed, my God. So I went to a friend's house and then I left her house and she's like, oh, look. I'm like, oh yeah, those two are with me. So I was kind of semi-joking, you know. So I said, yeah, come on, fellas, let's go. So as I started walking, you see them start over. She said, what the heck is that? And she took off. So I said, okay, come on, let's go home. But that's been it. I've had to live this solitary way out before even this awakening stuff started. But now it is. So I'm almost getting into the groove of normality. I'm kind of out.
Well, it's coming into the new normal, coming into your experiences and everything that you have to understand of what's going on, the truth of everything around you. Okay. Right, that will set you free to everything when it comes into what's happening, you know? So,
I always wanted to know what was going on. Why, when I closed my eyes, I wasn't here. That seemed more normal to me. I mean, I can't walk around with my eyes shut all the time.
You have so much to share now.
That's it. And it's all about expanding, you know, the more we come together and the more we put videos out, the more we can really voice our channels.
I'm thinking my site's going to be the weirdo site because I have weird. Did you ever wake up in your bed filled with gravel?
No, not yet. I'll give it a shot tonight.
I'm serious. There's been like little pieces of like sand, gravel, like I've been in some kind of no.
Like in Wayne's World. That was in Wayne's World. I don't know if you guys.
Wayne's World. Yeah.
Was it?
Listen. So listen, this is way over my time limit, but this has been fantastic. You know, you guys have any more questions or comments? Let's get it together and do more Zoom. Michael, do you have anything you want to say before we go?
No, it's just been fantastic. I'm looking forward to the next one. And you know, path is, you know, just keep going. You're doing great. You know, I mean, even me, myself, when I look back, I say, you know, all these things that Spirit was guiding me to do. Some of them I kind of wish I maybe would have done, you know.
Yeah.
Not that
anything, advice to Suzanne that you can give her?
Just, you're doing great. Just keep going. Like, what I would say is don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. You're you know, and what it sounds like is,
I'm just flowing off of intuition. I'm telling you honestly. I'm God truth. It's straight intuition. I ain't got no crystals. I ain't got no money to buy no programs. I don't have nothing to do, nothing. So I think
we're all gonna be on YouTube anyway. So don't worry. It'll
I don't
exactly
join us.
I can barely work the blinking thing. That's my problem too.
Together.
I'm gonna start a paper, Galaxy Gazette.
Do it.
I think so.
It's gonna be fantastic. I know a lot of people would love to hear about your experiences.
Yeah, we're going to zoom to another galaxy when it comes to formations of communication levels of voicing grids. So it was great talking to you guys, and
Yes,
let's talk
same.
soon.
All right.
All right.
Awesome job, guys. See ya.
Bye. See you
Bye.
later. I don't know how to shut it off.
Tap it once.
Tap
And
it.
leave is on the top right. Yeah. Tap it once.
Okay, thank you.
And Andrew, you're